All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Steamworks Spotlight. Tonight, we have two famous, great rock and roll guys that everybody in Pittsburgh knows. To my left, to your right, Mr. David Granati.
Yeah.
Hey. And to my right, to your left, Joey Granati.
Uncle Joey.
We have a percentage of the Granati brothers in the house. Welcome, fellas. Welcome to Steamworks, man. You happy to be here, David?
I'm overjoyed. It's always fun to be with John Vento, especially in John Vento's place. He usually comes to my place.
I do usually come to your place.
It's good to see all of you. It's good to see all of you.
Joey, you're looking good and sounding great, brother. I don't like Joey because he's such a great singer. Yeah.
I'm also very good looking.
You are very good looking. Guys, let's start from the beginning because you have a saying that you guys started on the top and then you've been grinding your way. Describe your career as the Granati brothers for our audience here at Steamworks.
We were talking about that on the way out here. God was really good to us. I was still in high school, and we were discovered by a pair of British brothers from a band that Jim knows, Gentle Giant. They're kind of a progressive, along the lines of Genesis, King Crimson. Not as popular as them, but they're very reputable. Anyway, they took a liking to us, and the next thing you know, we're in Canada at Les Studio, where the Police did Ghost in the Machine, Rush did a number of albums. Anyway, one of the top studios in North America. And here we are one day in Beaver Falls, and the next day we're in this wonderful studio. And not long after that, we're on tour. And I remember thinking, what's this paying dues, man? This is easy. So little did I know we've been paying our dues in reverse. So every year it gets a little harder, and we figured out if you come back for a little less money every year, you can work the rest of your life.
Is that the truth?
Yeah. So when you say high school, what year are we talking about here?
1976 I graduated.
76.
Yes, sir.
Now, Joey, are you the baby?
No.
Give us the guys in the.
I'm third in line from the top.
Third in line. So who's at the top? Hermes
at the top. At the top, and then Ricky.
Everybody knows him.
And then Ricky, and then you, and then this guy right here. So you guys, right off the bat, you get discovered pretty quickly. You're in a major studio, and your first album was at G-Force?
Yep.
Yeah, on A&M Records, and I mean A&M, Herb Howard, Plus they had Frampton Comes Alive and Supertramp. They were a great label. Plus we recorded in a number of studios besides Les Studio, the Hit Factory, all famous places, Record Plant. So,
the Producer's Workshop, a place was in L.A. was really cool.
Talk right on that microphone.
The Producer's Workshop in L.A. was just beautiful. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac was recording there when we were, it was kind of.
Yeah, we bumped elbows and crossed paths with most of the people that we grew up admiring. One in particular was a guy named Eddie Offord that produced all the Yes albums and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And he was the first guy I ever heard a mix, like a recording in stereo, like in headphones. I remember thinking, I'd give anything to work with this dude. And 4 years later, there we were. Yeah. And he was like shorter than me. He was like, what works great is if you just put the microphone down. And he told me I was a great engineer because I had recorded our basement tapes. So that big reason why I got into production. Because when you're the producer, you always get paid. And when you're the musician, you rarely get paid.
So Joey, are you primary lead singer in those early albums?
Myself and Hermie, but Hermie and I were singing in the house when we were like, who knows what age. Just it all came natural. The harmonies and the
And your family, tell us about your family background in music.
Just, we had people in our family that were directors of orchestras. directors of marching bands, and just I don't know. It's like we couldn't avoid it.
So it was cooking and
It
music.
is your destiny.
Those two things.
Yes, it was all the same kind of craft.
Yeah, it's all art, right? So then let's jump ahead to, of course, what everybody knows you for, and beside your great music, the Van Halen tours. Tell us how Van Halen met you and you connected with them in order to go on tour.
Actually, that's part of the show, but we'll preface
it
it. There's a song in particular that we're going to do tonight. It was on our first record. And the Billboard review said, "Genuine teenage cool." Which was great because I was still a teenager when I wrote it. And that's the first song Eddie Van Halen heard us play, and we became friends later. He said they had a guy opening up for him that was getting routinely booed off stage every night. And he said, so one night I'm back in the dressing room and I hear, whoa. He said, man, Fleischman's finally having a good gig. And he said, my guitar wrote. He goes, no, it's this band, the Something Brothers. They're like all Italian and they're running all over the stage. Shit, man, let's go
We
check
were
them
running
out.
because we were scared, to keep from getting hit with anything.
So he said, I come up and his description of us, his prices, he was like, 5 whops. Going, it's like a whole band of Angus Young from AC/DC. And that's how we got the tour. He liked us, and he said, you guys want to do the rest of the tour? We said, let me get back to you. Dominucci, what's up, man?
How long did you tour with Van Halen?
We did 2 different tours. The first one was for 2 months, the second one for 3 months, I believe.
Yeah.
78 shows, and lived to tell the tale.
Joey, what years were the Van Halen tours?
79 and 81. Yeah.
Oh, 2 separate years.
Yeah.
And you've remained friends with them to this day, right?
And we did a bunch of shows with them over the years too.
Yeah.
Just whenever they come around.
They really tuned into the brother thing because Eddie and Alex are really close. The family thing is a pretty big part of their shtick. Except they beat each other's ass. Pardon the term. They like physically fight. And us guys, we're Italian, so like, listening is a whole other concept. Yeah. So the volume tends to raise. Whoever has the highest decibel level typically wins the argument. But Joey and me particularly, we haven't raised our fist at each other since we were 15. As soon as we started making money with these, we're thinking, I'm not going to waste it on that thickhead.
If I even hit him one time, I would break every bone in my body because he's even thicker than me.
That explains it. So after Van Halen, you just kept. Did you still have the record contract after the Van Halen tour? Were you still with A&M?
Yeah, we had a couple different ones. They were like 5 to 7, but we got off it for good behavior.
So since then, you basically have been on your own.
Yeah.
Right? You continue to write, you continue to perform.
Yeah.
And then you had a big release a few years ago out at the Lincoln Performance Center
Yeah,
that turned into a live DVD. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, we have. We just actually got around to mixing, and it's a full-length live DVD, which is available tonight. Yes. And
At the merch table.
yeah. No, it's fun. It's kind of like what we're going to do tonight. A little bit of everything, some historical stuff, some recent. Joey's going to take off on the piano by himself. And then we're going to do, we did that night as well. Joey and I did a instrumental record under the name Fourth Dimensional Beings. And we're going to do a couple pieces from that as well.
That's the fun stuff.
That's the fun stuff.
That's more like what we're, oddly enough, classical is our first love. And it's kind of hard to make a lot of money playing classical music, and it's becoming harder and harder. and jazz being even harder. Did you guys hear about the jazz musician that hit the lottery? He's going to just keep doing gigs till the money runs out.
Okay.
Making lots of friends in the jazz community.
Yeah.
Like David Granati will never go.
So I got to tell you, this guy, Joey Granati, is a great, great keyboard player. I assume you taught Hermie what to do.
I don't think I taught him. I just think that I took him. I made him rethink his whole career.
Raise the bar.
Yeah, it's just
I don't think people know, because when we see the Granati brothers, Joey's playing bass and he's singing. I think tonight here at Steamworks, people are going to discover what an incredible keyboard player you are. As a matter of fact, we've already voted that of all the Granati brothers, you're certainly the most versatile, the most talented, and the best looking. I don't know, did I tell you? I forgot to tell you that.
You pay a huge price for such stuff, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
The pressure's
You've got it
unbelievable.
all. So, Dave, real quick, before we wrap up, you've got your studio. You work with a lot of artists. Of course, I've been honored to work with you for the past 3 or 4 years. We've done some great stuff together. You've got the Rock Academy, 2 Rock Academies, right? So why don't you talk about the mission of the Rock Academy and what that means, especially for the young people. You have one of your students here tonight, Mike Titus, is in the back.
That's my boy.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
It's so funny because we typically do a lot of benefit work, and we do stuff for like crime prevention, suicide prevention, a lot of things that are pretty relevant. And these guys are doing it at a young age and learning about how music can save your life, because it saved my life, certainly. And it gets beyond just, hey, dude, you kicking some ass tonight. You might make a difference. You might save somebody's life besides your own. And that's on a less somber tone. It's so much fun. These guys fire me up routinely. Their parents are always saying, boy, it's so nice what you do for them. I was like, what about what they do for me? This guy particularly, he makes me crack up. And isn't that right, Michael Head?
So check that out. It's what's the formal name? I say Rock Academy.
For those about to rock academy.
It's all ages. You have an adult academy.
And then I have the adult sort of version, Long Live Rock Academy. And we get together at my studio, and it's not just the music. We learn how to record, how to write, how to sing, how to choke a drummer. How to get the bass player to turn down, all the important stuff.
And I got to mention
How
something.
to be serious.
Yeah, how to be serious. How about Joey's cookbook that was published and released? What was that, just a few months ago, right? And what's it called? What's your cookbook called?
It's called Recipes That Rock.
Recipes That Rock. And it is an amazing, look it up on the internet, Recipes That Rock. Joey Granati. Of course,
It's a whole family stuff.
the whole family of recipes, right? From mom, dad, and
Well, you have some of my grandmothers.
So some of the things, just had to bring it into the 21st century. Just better ingredients and things,
yeah, but it's pretty amazing. That's how we met through food, right? So it's a beautiful thing. So guys, you're here at Steamworks in Gibsonia, PA, a long, long way from Beaver County.
It was actually 38 minutes.
Not that bad.
Yeah,
And you know what? I want to say something while we're here recording this interview. You guys are actually on time tonight. You're going to ruin your reputation. How about a round of applause?
That applause shall be accepted by Peggy Tigerman.
Oh, yes, manager Peggy Tigerman.
She's the one that made sure
She
our
makes it
narrow
happen.
asses got here.
I'm sure that everybody that's worked with the Granati brothers has their own stories about time. But with Peggy Tigerman taking over the organization, things have really tightened up. So,
Hey, can I quote one of our comrades, Norman Nardini? He said, if you get to a gig and Herm's already there, you're definitely running late.
so on that note, you guys ready to play some music?
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, please welcome to the
Thank you.
stage Joey, David, Granati.
Nein.
Somebody's watching everywhere we go. They even listen to your radio. Can't do anything without a trace. Buy or sell and give yourself away. I remember how it used to be. We find a way to set us free when we were alone, just you and me. We were alone, no one could see. We were alone and we found a way to escape. We weren't afraid of what we'd say when we were alone. We were all alone. They got your number and they know your name. Know if you're working and they know if you play. God help you if you do something wrong, 'cause everything you ever do is gonna follow along. Yeah, I remember how it used to be. We shut the door and we were free when we were alone, just you and me. We were alone, no one could see. We were alone in a private fantasy. Could be what we wanted to be when we were alone. We were all alone. Now we face it with irony. We block the door before we're free. In the evening when we both come home, we just can't wait to be alone, all alone. We were alone, just you and me. We were alone, no one could see. We were alone and we found a way to escape. We weren't afraid of what we say when we were alone, all alone. We were alone, just you and me. We were alone, no one could see that we were alone in a private fantasy. We could be what we wanted to be. We were alone, all alone. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry I took the money. Have a beef from the pub.
Got the bass there? I talk too much, I talk too much.
of me. It only bothers those in the conservative clothes. I won't answer to a wannabe. I'll never say I'm sorry for making people happy, 'cause I'm only doing what I was born to be. Now I'll never say I'm sorry if it bothers you that I'm happy, 'cause I didn't do it to you, I did it for me.
He's not sorry. Thank you. This is one I wrote for my son, who couldn't be here tonight. But actually, we just reunited after a very long thing. So those prayers work. So therefore, when I wrote the ending, I wanted to make sure it wasn't too pissed off. I wrote this song when I wasn't seeing him, so I had a very angry ending. And then we had a reconciliation, and we had a couple-year period where we saw each other a lot. So I rewrote the ending and made it happy. And then domestic relations, and well, not so much domestic. The custody people stepped in again, and so I went back to the original ending. So now I'm kind of torn because we're getting along really well, but I think it works. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my son, I miss you so. Wish I was there to watch you grow. It's been so long since you were here that now I have this constant fear that you think that I don't care. And I know that you're aware of just how hard I've tried, how I've been denied. Never think that I don't care. My heart is always there. As I look back, remember how I made you laugh, but I wanted you to have a childhood like I had, and I could be like my own dad, and give you everything I had, be there when you're sad, full of love and care. My heart is always there. You're forever in my prayer. My heart is always there. It's such a shame we're together. Now I'm wounded boy with my last name. That's the price of hate. I guess you'll find out for yourself that the truth is your master. Never will never end. My heart is always there. It's always there. It's always there. was always there.
Now we're going to do a couple that were on this aforementioned record that we had spoke of in the interview way back in 1979. Who was president? Carter, my man. This song's called "It Was You." Hermie wrote this, and then we're going to do the song "Nothing" that we were telling you about. That helped us get a tour.
Did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. When I was with that other girl, she really struck me for sure. That's when I realized it's you I've been looking for. She almost had me talking to believe it. I have forgot about you, and who did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. Who did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. Then she looked me in the eye. She really shook me for sure. That's when I realized it's you I've been waiting for. She almost had myself talking to believe it. I have forgot about you, and who did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. How could I convince myself of believing I had forgot about you, and who did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. Who did I think I was fooling? No one, it was you right from the start. No one, it was you right from the start. Yeah, I hope I did Hermie some justice there.
Yeah, this song's called "Nothing." This is the one I told you Eddie said. Yeah, there were 5 wasps. One, two, three, four.
Call me Rockefeller when you know I ain't gonna die.
You call me Big Ben when you know sky goodbye. All I make is peanuts and you still talk about the bits.
Chicken pot pie ain't made from chicken.
There's nothing I can do to keep you satisfied. I tried to hold you, but my hands were tied. Nothing but nothing makes it cold outside. If you don't like it, you can kiss the sky goodbye. Nothing. If you don't like it, you can kiss the sky goodbye. Nothing I can do to keep you satisfied. I try to hold you, but my hands were tied. Nothing but nothing makes it cold outside. If you don't like it, you know what you can do now? You can go like it, you can kiss the sky goodbye.
Very proud of you.
I would alert the media.
Yes. you, Shine the Light.
Shine the light, shine the light, light, shine the light. I'm looking for a light now, burning bright. Time is right, come inside, turn on the light now, shine the light. I'm looking for a light, find the light. It's looking so right now, looking for something I don't know about mine. I gotta put a light on what's making me blind. Shine the light, shine the light. It's looking so right now, burning bright. The time is right. Come inside, turn on the light now, shine the light. I'm looking for light, turn on the light. But God give me some light. I'm looking for love. Help me make it this time. When love is hot, it's hot sunshine. It's magic when it's right, and there's beauty in the light, and there's nothing to stop you at all. Nothing to stop you at all. You don't have to say a word when it's right. You don't have to say a word in the light. You don't have to say a word. Shine the light. Don't say anything at all. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light now. I'm looking for light. God give me some light. I'm looking for love. Help me make it this time. When love is hot, it's like sunshine. So many times I had no words to say. So many times I gave myself away. Turn on the light. It's magic when it's right, and there's beauty in the light, and there's nothing to stop you at all. Nothing to stop you. There's nothing to stop you. You don't have to say a word when it's right. You don't have to say a word in the light. You don't have to say a word. Shine the light. Don't say anything at all. Shine the light. Those words I love to say. Turn on the light. God help me on my way. Turn on the light now. Shine the light. I'm looking for light. Turn on the light. God give me some light. Shine the light. I need a light. Turn on the light. Come on and turn on the light. Come on and light. Shine the light.
Sounded awesome, guys. Oh my goodness. I love you, Uncle Joey.
Love you back.
I love you, David. You guys sound wonderful. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Keep talking. To know Cherylann Hawk is to love Cherylann Hawk. And I've never met Joni Mitchell, but everybody that I've ever read about us, I'm a huge, huge fan. We both are. They all said the same thing. When you met her, you were like, "Bleh." Even Jimmy Page and Robert Plant were like schoolboys when they met her. So she had commanded that type of respect. So we're going to do two different type of tributes to her. This is a song I wrote when I was a mere lad, about 16. And I was listening to a lot of Joni, Court and Spark, and then when Jaco Pastorius jumped on the bass on the next album.
Idea.
So this is definitely heavily influenced. And then after this, I'm going to do the song that Graham Nash wrote when he met Joni Mitchell. It's one of the most passionate love songs ever. So anyway, the lovely Cherylann Huck. This song is called Crossover. And Hungarian it'd be crossover.
Ooh, I feel like crossing over to another side. Nothing to hide. Cross over all over. Wake up in the morning, I'm still yawning, trying to remember all the melodies I heard when I was dreaming and crossing over to another side. Nothing to hide. Cross over, all over. When it's shrouded in mystery, imagination is the key. When you're looking for alternative dimension, ooh, that's why I'm crossing over to another side. Nothing to hide. Cross over, baby, to another side. Nothing to hide. Cross over, baby. To another side where rules don't apply. White bird must fly, he will die. Take a page in history, make it my destiny. All I know is when I free my mind, my body follows. Body follows to another side. Nowhere we'll find. Come on, take a ride. Life be alright. Do 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 do. Now we're crossing over to another side. Nothing to hide. Cross over, baby.
Girl, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for asking me to sing your wonderful song.
You're welcome, Dan.
I'm sorry, I forgot my rain stick in the end.
Oh, you have it. All right.
Thank you. It's such a beautiful song.
This is the aforementioned Graham Nash wrote. This looks like a Dominic Fusco guitar, doesn't it? Holding you close, undisturbed before the fire. The pressure in my chest when you breathe in my ear.
We both knew this would happen when you first appeared. My lady of the island, brightness of your body in the fire glow. Except the places where the sun refused to go. Our bodies were a perfect fit. In afterglow we lay, my lady of the island, letting myself wander through the world in your eyes. You know I'd like to stay till every tear runs dry. My lady of the island, wrapped around each other in the peeping sun. Beams of sunshine on the stage, red lights on. I never want to finish what I've just begun with you, my lady of the island. Thank you. Do you think Graham was in love with her? That's one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Okay, oh, the only war.
This song's on time and we won't say anything more. I won't.
No, give me a sec, Mike. Me ready?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only war we're fighting for is the fight for future life. Don't let the children die just to fight a lie. We got too much to do on the home front to fight for what you want. Don't give young lives away. They've got more to say. Leave the kids alone. Don't raid their home. Home is all they know. I hear my mother's voice, and I made my choice. The only war we're fighting for is the fight for your own. It's a fight for life, a fight for love, a fight for love, a fight for blood. The only war we're fighting for is right to life and love of blood. You wanna play with your new toys? Send in your own boys. Leave this kid alone. Leave my kids alone. So you wanna play? You'll have to pay. Pay for it with your own soul. Leave my soul alone. Give your whole alone. Leave the kids alone. window, I hear my father's voice. And there's just one choice. You better leave my kids alone. I want them home. I'll fight you to save their life. Leave the kids alone. It's a fight for life, a fight for love, a fight for right, a fight for blood. The only war we're fighting for is the fight for your own world. Leave my world alone, and I'll leave your world alone. You better leave my kids alone. Leave the world alone. They're broken on their own. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. You better leave the kids alone. The only war we're fighting for is the fight for your own. Leave the kids alone. The only war we're fighting for is the fight that will come down. It's a fight that will come down. The only war we're fighting for is a fight that will come down. Fight that will come down.
All right, now we're gonna do one from the alien history, and this one. Wait, we already did it, didn't we? Yes, we did. Never mind. Oh, Serenity. All right, I like this one.
Oh, there you go, Joyce.
This is usually my go-to guitar, and it's always great when I have to do a wedding gig, like not the reception, like the actual wedding. and the guys go, "How long is it going to take you to set up?" And they see this guitar and they get really worried. And, the Catholic ones are the easiest ones because it's real regimented, and you just watch the old lady. And when she stands up, you know that you don't play. And then when she sits down, it's okay to play. I'm thinking that those terms because my nephew Jules is getting married. And a couple of you people know him, Jules. We work with Jim. And so God bless him. He's a great kid. He wants to do musical ministry. And we could use a lot more of that. This is called Serenity. You not off, go out and have a bite and come back and you'll still be here now. Don't even look at it. Could never be played. I used to take a black Les Paul to my jam nights as a backup, and some of the guys would go, "Hey, is that your Les Paul?" And I go, "Don't touch it. In fact, don't even look at it. It can never be played." And you could tell if they didn't see Spinal Tap, they look like, "Man, what an ass." I go, "You didn't see the movie." And it would be a great story right there, but then this band would come every week, and they were called Stonehenge. And every week I said, "I have a practical question. We're going to play Stonehenge tonight." And only one guy in a band called Stonehenge had ever seen the movie. Okay.
I hope they've had a Spinal Tap party since then and watched it all.
Those are the hazards of hosting open mics. This song's called "Can't Get Me Down." How are we time-wise? Good? Okay. You guys getting tired? You want to go? Good. Me neither. Okay, good. What?
Some bass guitar, thank you. I'm paying for keeps, and I'll pay any price, but you won't let me sleep. You're taking every slice. I don't want to pick up. You took all my money. You want to put me in my place. I'm not going down for nobody. I'll make my move in your face. You can't get me down, 'cause I'm rising up to beat you. You can't get me down. I'll be coming out to meet you. You can't get me down. Oh no, I don't know what you're gonna do. Can't get me down. Find a way to defeat you. I'm keeping it cool. I'm trying to be nice, but you're feeding me fuel. You're turning love into ice. I don't wanna pick up, don't be a funny. You wanna put me in my place. I'm not going down for nobody. I make my move in your bed. You can't get me down, 'cause I'm rising up to beat you. Can't get me down, 'cause I'm coming out to meet you. You can't get me down, oh no, 'cause I know your every move. You can't get me down, I'll find a way to defeat you. You can't get me down, I can take anything you give me. You can't get me down, never get me down. I put a hold on me. Paper keeps paying a price, but it's getting deep. You're so full of advice. I don't wanna make up, don't call me honey. I didn't know we were in a race. I'm not going down for nobody. I made my move in your bed. You can't get me down, 'cause I'm rising up and I beat you. Can't get me down, I'll be coming out to meet you. You can't get me down, oh no, 'cause I know your every move. Can't get me down, I'll find a way to defeat you. You dancing, I'll be you. Can't get me down, 'cause I'll be coming out to meet you. You can't get me down, oh no, I don't know your every move. Can't get me down, by the way to meet you. You can't get me down, I can take anything you give me. You can't get me down, no, you won't outlive me. You can't get me down, I can take anything you give me. You can't get me down, come on, baby, bring it, hit me. You never get me down. Put a hold on me. Oh! Send that out to all the people that are fighting for what they believe in right now, no matter what it is. You know, it's up to them.
Hey, Dave, tell that funny story about Gino Vanelli's uncle when you ran him in the airport.
I love that story.
Yeah.
Anytime your older brother gets smacked, it's a good story. Yes. We were in Pittsburgh Airport, and we were flying out, and we looked over and we said, my gosh, that's Gino Vanelli and his brother and his uncle, because they traveled like a family like we did. So my brother, I can't mention which brother, Ricky, and he was like, hey man, you're Gino Vanelli, aren't you? And he tapped up on the back of Gino's Uncle Pasquale was the row manager, and he looked at Ricky like, you're not just a kid to come up and talk to Gino like that. And Ricky was talking about A&M and bad rapping the label and being a typical, you know, somebody that hadn't had his ass beat in a while. So, for lack of better. So anyway, he says, hey, come here, let me talk to you. That's so nice. You work with your brothers, and you know Gino works with his brother, and then he looks at him serious. This thing with the A&M, you know, when people come to help you, you greet them with open arms. You understand? You have to have a respect. He went, and he scuffed him right in the face. Boom! So Ricky walked back, and he had like 3 fingers. Like, that guy just smacked me. We're like, good. So every once in a while, you have to threaten Ricky. Hey, you want me to call Uncle Pasquale? True story. Yeah. Okay. On a more somber note. You've heard so many times people say, I dreamt a whole song, or I dreamt a plot of a movie, or I dreamt something. This one, indeed, I had a student that passed away. And it's one thing if somebody lived a whole life, or even if it's tragic, but a young person like that. So you try to make sense of it. So I was praying, you know, I went to bed, and this whole song just magically appeared. So we'll do it.
When the pure possession spirit is taken from our life, even those who have the strongest faith can't ask me about my why. Doesn't make sense, they were taken before their time. But heaven needs them more than you and I. But it doesn't make it any easier. Suffer every day, late at night, all this help for the pain to go away. You know that you'll never be the doesn't make it any easier. Suffer every day, late at night, waiting for rain to go away. You know that you'll never be the same. But for all those who are suffering, you know it's for the better. Those time you see each other, it will last forever. Those who died young, remember, hey, you're in heaven. Next time we meet again, it will be for eternity. But for now, heaven needs him more than you and me. When a pure and special spirit taken from our life, even those who have the stronger faith and ask not why, doesn't seem to make sense. They were taken before their time.
Thank you. It's really hard to do that. Thank you. Joe, the sun in your eyes. The German version is.
Don't forget me. I won't let you. I know how you feel. I've seen it myself. It's only the sun in your eye. It's time to move on. And I'm with you. I'll show you my feelings. I can't let go. But if you will grow, I am willing. It's only the sun in your eyes, and I know what you're feeling. It's only the sun in your eyes, and I know what you're feeling. Never let anything hold you back. Let nothing take you back. Don't explain, feel it the same. Something's out there, I've been there before. It's only the sun in the distant sky. You're burning inside, but you're on fire. Head outside in the sun, light the way. You gotta make a move, you're surrendering to stay. Nothing to lose, I want another day. It's only the sun in your eyes, and I know what you're feeling. The sun in your, it's the sun in your eyes that I won't stop you leaving. Don't be surprised what you see. Soon realize it's not me, 'cause I never wanted to hold you back. devil wanted to hold you back. It's only the song in your eye. You're burning inside, feeling you won't find out. Hanging outside of the sound of the way. I sang about 6 parts. I covered all the stuff that Hermie would have done.
All right. Got 2 more action-packed songs here, full of quality entertainment that the whole family can enjoy. David Granati, and I approve this ad. Okay, this one's called About Each Other. And then we're going to do one more from Alien History, and then we shall hug everyone and say goodnight. Sound like a plan? Yeah.
I was once told by a spiritual man, he said, these words could have been put into some kind of like scripture. I don't know about that, but you judge.
It's about when you forget why you liked somebody in the first place.
Put my fingers in my pocket, emptiness like a time gone by. Pure emotion turned to rock, it only makes me wonder why. It makes me wonder why we forgot what we liked about each other.
What we liked about each other.
It makes me wonder why we forgot what we liked about each other.
What we liked about each other.
I see your face lost in the mirror, reflecting love well done. Out of the kettle and into the fire, burning hot, we forgot what we had won. How did we lose what we had won? We forgot what we liked about each other.
What we liked about each other.
It felt like this wouldn't be like something I used to know. I dealt with this long ago with someone I used to know. Is that the way we wanted to be? Broken hearts won't recover. A million miles and a million dreams were forgotten like things we liked about each other.
We liked about each other.
My eyes are frozen against the window, looking for a feeling that somehow got away. You love to say things aren't the same. We only have each other to blame. Who's to blame when things aren't the same? We forgot that we thought about each other. And someone I used to know. Is that the way we want it to be? Broken trust won't recover. A million miles and a million dreams. We forgot about things we liked about each other.
What we liked about each other.
How do we forget
2. Okay. I need 1 second here, please.
This was the climax of the album, Alien History.
Okay, this will be the last CD check. Hey, how about Marty tonight, everybody? Kicking ass as he always does. We do him a bunch of curves. Thank you, brother. Oh, next one.
David Granati, everybody.
Joey Granati!
It's been fun. Thank you.